Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking another look here at Cardano, seeing what's going on. We're going to jump right into the backend data and kind of just see what this might look like and just help understand, obviously, best practice for situations like this when the price kind of has a double bottom on the hourly time frame, and then also when we have these interesting levels of liquidation. Now, let's go ahead and talk about that. So we got a heavy concentration both above and below the price. So just kind of remember this number here. Right around 57 cents is a round number, more like 56.7, and also right about 64 to 64.5. Okay, so right in that range. So 57 and 64. Let's mark that on the charts just to kind of get some perspective. So 57 right there, and 64 right here. Okay, so those are some levels that we want to pay attention to. There is an upper level of liquidity that's a bit larger. The lower level, effectively, previously here, this one here has already been swept. That's why double bottom patterns are good breakout patterns in most cases, because you sweep that lower level of liquidity a second time and the price action has no reason to continue much lower. It goes back up to reclaim this upper liquidity level. Okay, so just some little things to kind of think about. Let's go ahead and work our way down. We talked about the daily yesterday and summarized that the daily time frame is still very bullish. In fact, let's quickly note here, there might be a slight shift in momentum, but I don't really see anything at all. No, nothing has changed here. Really, in truth, there's not a whole lot to note on the daily time frame as far as a significant shift in momentum. Okay, truly bullish on every regard. 4-hour time frame, we want to look at a few things here. We are diverging on the MACD, so this is somewhat of a bearish sign. Big surprise. That's not something you want to just take a trade with solely because it's happening, but you do want to be mindful here that, hey, okay, we got a bearish divergence. Price could continue lower. And in truth, when you see the price action the way that it is, this could be a lower high, and it could continue lower. Okay. In other words, we could start to have a descending channel here, which would actually be bullish in the big picture for a bull flag. There's a lot of different reasons we can kind of speculate towards, but for right now, generally speaking, that's where we're at here. We are above the volume average here, so the volume profile is about right around 59 cents is a close approximate. And that is an important level to understand that the price action being above that is somewhat of a support. TD sequential also notes that we are kind of just consolidated nicely in this range, so no big deal there. We can see with our weekly high, low, open, close, those are both below the price action. So obviously we don't need to worry about that. Those are typically support levels. Moving on to Elliott Wave here, just to kind of get perspective on the big picture. This is a larger play here. I don't think we're going to see this, but this is letting us know that if the price does pull back pretty aggressively, we could see 53.50 or 46 cents as a rough estimate. I don't subscribe to that because we have to lose this support level here at 56 to even consider that. But I do think that that is something you want to be aware of, that could very well happen, because again, this is a pretty significant movement from Cardano, right? Really a lot of uptrend here, and a lot of times when you have that significant of a movement, it could very well pull back, but there's no liquidity or specific levels of fair value that needs to be swept, so I don't really think that's a firm reality. When we take a look at the hourly, it does kind of change the dynamic though. We're expecting a higher high after this, because this could be our second higher high, and we have 2 higher lows as well. So hypothetically, we see a higher high as well. I'm more leaning towards that happening with us breaking this level after sweeping that liquidity. Okay, so let's just go ahead and quickly note here what kind of confirmation we have on the hourly, and we can kind of wrap this up here for you. What we want to look at here, of course, is the lagging span. That's almost free and clear of the price action. Conversion line is trying to cross over the baseline, and we're above the cloud here. Keep in mind, we've only been above the cloud for half an hour or so. Okay, so me personally, I like to wait for confirmation and confirm we close above that level, no less than 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so in 2 or 3 hours from now, the price is still at the current price, basically just 59.6 or higher, then we should be in good shape to consider a long position at that point. Yeah, that's generally what I use for confirmation. TD sequential isn't going to tell us too much. We're kind of range bound in this little range here, because again, to break a descending trend, you need to establish range bound activity. Okay, that's what we have right now. We're range bound, but we're trying to break free from this range here by going above this most recent high at about 60 cents. So if we can close today, just say on the daily, at about 60, 60.5, 61, we're going to be in really good shape to see the price continue higher. But right now, I think we're just a little premature, but we're really close to confirming a good long position. Okay, again, that in conjunction with potential double bottom, getting above this little neckline or the center line is extremely important. So once more, a closure here in a couple of hours at about 60 cents or higher would give us confirmation for this trade. So I think we're looking pretty good here for a Cardano long. Just keep in mind, if you were to set your profit targets just below key Fibonacci retracement levels, don't get too greedy. Adjust your stop loss higher as you continue to move on. Speaking of greedy, take a look at this here. We took some nice profits from look at Solana, XRP. This is our scalping bot. BNB, Solana again, Matic, XRP, Matic, Litecoin, Ethereum. So really cool trades there. Happy that's working out well for you. And obviously our premium group's doing very good too, with some significant benefits here from Matic, AVAX, XRP, Atom, Avalanche, Matic, Ethereum Classic, KNC. I mean, the list goes on. Anyways, check that out. The results are posted in my Discord, but I'm just super happy that it's working out well for everyone, and thank you again for the wonderful feedback. Last but not least, I've received tons of awesome feedback with Bitunix. $5,500 in bonus rewards await if you go ahead and register with my link. Keep in mind, they have no KYC, no VPN, and trailing stop losses are a really good structured exchange. I really like the way they have multiple profit targets, a lot of things you can utilize to your advantage. While they're growing their trading pairs available, they're not quite like MEXC Global that has every dirt coin under the sun. It's still a good viable option for those in the US, Canada, and etc. So I appreciate you watching either way. Thanks again. If you have questions, of course, feel free to reach out to me through Discord, Telegram, or Twitter. I do look forward to working with you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. See you later.